The ground may be soft, but the work still hard. The sounds of hammers moving feverishly is a common scene in southeast Texas these days. Some 8 months after Hurricane Ike made landfall in Galveston, the rebuilding efforts are far from over. The devastation still lingering.
It's been really tough. I guess the main thing, it disrupted all of our lives. Our cattle have been displaced and fences down, and our land is salted out where we can't plant our crops.
The fourth-generation rancher lost close to 200 head of cattle to the 20-foot storm surge. The cattle that did survive face an uphill battle with saturated land and limited fresh water. The shining light in all the demise is that those ravaged by the storm are not alone in the fight to get back on track. The rebuilding effort was set in motion long before Ike came ashore, and with it, help from across the country.
It's an American tradition that farmers help their neighbors. There's community, and we're all in this together, and we can get a whole lot more done if we lock arms. The government agencies, the cattlemen's associations, faith-based groups, they all pull together and get a big job done. It's thrilling.
Schlegel, along with 275 volunteers from 19 states, have shown up to shore up some 1,700 miles of fence, enough to stretch from Brownsville to Canada. 30,000 head of cattle once roamed the 5-county area of the bayou. Today it's down to 7,000, with many still unaccounted for, most likely washed out with the tide. On April 25th, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Todd Staples strapped on his mud boots and grabbed his work gloves and hammer to kick off Operation New Fences. Yet another reminder that a helping hand is still needed.
Agriculture is the backbone of the Texas economy, and we know that producers face adversity each and every day and every year. But when you have a catastrophe like Hurricane Ike, it gives an opportunity for the true spirit and character of Texas to shine.
The Texas Department of Agriculture, Texas AgriLife Extension, and various cattlemen's associations headed up the effort of donating fencing supplies to the operation. On the morning of the 25th, M&J Fertilizer in Winnie became ground zero for the operation to begin.
Our life intertwines with our customers so much. It's a community, it's a family community around here. All of the Southeast Texas producers. It's like an extended family. And if their problems become your problems, and vice versa, we share everything down here.
Volunteers say more than 300 miles of fence have been replaced since January, evidence that a full recovery won't happen overnight. What was wiped out in a day will take years to rebuild. Still, you would never know about the long road that lies ahead by the sheer amount of optimism that seems to grow with the placement of each new post.
It's wonderful. It's just nice to see friendly faces. These guys are wanting to come out and help, and that's what it's all about.
All signs that the Lone Star Southeast will thrive once again.
And that's really what being a Texan is all about. We might be down, but you can't count us out. That spirit that was alive in 1836, it's alive today in 2009. These individuals are rebuilding their future one fence post at a time.
For Voices of Agriculture, Matt Felder, Winnie, Texas.